more to just see how they can skim off funds from the covers of public, I mean, from public treasury. So it will be good because I saw a report on Facebook about Chief Samoa on his massive sprawling edifice at Nsuka, the place he built, maybe he wanted to live or he's living, very massive medical facility that will upper class of Nigeria that he actually wants to continue to give back to the society. He was actually thinking of building a world-class hospital diagnostic center used to go into the school project. But now that maybe he has come back to it, and if Dangote could also do something, other private citizens that are have the means, it will be very very good. But most times, such facilities are usually beyond the reach of the average Nigerian. But if you want to do it like someone like Peace wants to do his own, maybe purely out of charity, let them see how the thing could be done in such a way that the poor will have some subscription there. If you go there, maybe you only have to pay about a quarter of your bills and all that. So it will be good. Health is wealth. Okay, Anambra Goba, NRM's false INEC finally says we have no governorship candidate. You see, I don't know how you see how INEC would list a governorship candidate for a party that did not submit same. And we're going to have this kind of confusion. The next thing you'll be seeing party and the APC, I mean, led by INEC, and then the other faction will cry foul and say, no, this person is not our candidate. Our candidate is this person, and they start going to court. And this is the confusion that we wouldn't want to see during the 2027 election. But as it is, it's like some people are well into this orchestration for reasons that are best known to them. But INEC need to know that currently it doesn't enjoy so much um, national issues. There is trust deficit. Uh, Nigerians have trust deficit with INEC, or rather, INEC has trust deficit with Nigerians. We don't trust them. They have shown Nigerians pepper before they dealt with Nigerians, raised our hopes. We are going to do this, we are going to do that. Our election will be transparent, fair. There will be live transmission of results. You can go into our IREV and see what is going on there, only for them to tell us that, well, there is a technical glitch. But who does that? And you would have conducted that election as still sitting pretty. So 2027 will come with so much lack of trust and confidence in the system, and that could lead to voter apathy. That's my fear about the election. It's not as if Nigerians don't know what they want, not as if Nigerians do not understand what are the issues, but the problem is those who are managing the electoral process. How ready are they? Can the leopard, change its spots? That's the question. But if you ask me, I think I will give just 20% vote of confidence to INEC, but let them now prove us wrong. Um, Governor Adeleke not defecting to the APC will remain in PDP. Despite visiting Tinubu, yes, he visited Tinubu with his brother and Davido, and they had some calls. What I think will happen in the coming election is because there has been this cries of wanting to turn Nigeria into one party system. What I think the strategy I believe that the ruling party and the president will adopt is to kind of those who sympathize with him, those who want to support him. Like, of course, it is well understood that the Enugu State PDP is somehow pro-Tinubu. During the last election, um, the just like what we are going to see in many of these states. Some of these governors are already in sympathy with him, at least to give him the list that is expected, which is 25%, which is what the law requires for every presidential candidate to get from all the states. But I know that Tinubu would not want to settle for 25%. He would want to go for 100 if he can get it. But in order not to kind of create that atmosphere of it could be part of the deal and understanding, stay back in your party and then do whatever you want to do for your party within the state levels. Uh, Deliver your candidates for your party at the state levels, and then deliver the president, for the presidential election. Wike gave them that as a model in Rivers State. PDP won all the other positions in quotes, won quotes, all the positions, while Tinubu also won quotes the presidential election. If you ask me why I'm putting them in quotes, well, your guess is as good as mine. But I want to tell you that it's a Wike is a kind of a political maverick and political evolutionist. He has been trying to create some new some new acts in our political culture. And we can see how these are all evolving to shape in a very serious way our political trajectory. Yeah, so, what we may see is just this, some of these PDP governors staying in their party to do the biddings of the president at the presidential election level, and then while the president and his party will also probably sacrifice their own candidates for their local, and they will not put up uh, any serious contest or support, give them any serious support the president, and then the president will support, in quote, your efforts to sweep the polls for your party in your state. So that's what I that this is what is likely going to play out. 2 years of Tinubu, no gains, but more suffering hardship. NLC, yes, nobody nobody would contest that. We've not there, but I will also want to say that there have been some few areas that may not be just like PDP told. I mean, the presidency told Afeni Fere that Tinubu's economic reforms may be painful, but they are necessary. I wouldn't want to dismiss Tinubu outrightly. That he has failed 100%. But I can also say that yes, so far um, it has not been as good as he had promised. It has not been as Nigerians are still suffering, seriously suffering, because Buhari was there for 8 years, and we saw the devastation. What Buhari did to Nigeria is worse than what the flood has done to the people of Mokwa in Niger State. It's worse than a hurricane. It's worse than the Californian wildfire. Buhari decimated the economy of Nigeria. He killed Nigeria in every way. He killed Nigeria in every way. The killer herdsmen issues that we are seeing everywhere now, that have overrun Nigeria in this way, that Benue women are crying, that we are now having communities of widows. They are all coming from Buhari's deliberate policy that saw Nigeria where it is today. So, while we expect the currency disappointed that Tinubu is still handling the issue of the herdsmen with the level of ahead. Somebody was telling me the other day that you see the this thing that the government touted, establishing forest guards, to be national forest guards that will be well armed to be in the forest, and say that this administration may not go ahead with. I said no. I believe that if they go ahead, to do that, it's going to help in a long way in combating this whole thing. So we are expecting Mr. President to seriously look into that. He should go ahead with that initiative. Since he started it, he mentioned it. We not heard anything about it. No indication that anything is going on towards that. Another area that I would want to show a marked difference from Buhari is this matter of Nnamdi Kanu. Everybody knows, and it has come to be understood that these are all political. We don't have anything criminal about it. For the past how many years that Kanu has been in detention and all of this, nobody has said we have been able to establish any case against him. I was actually expecting by now that Buhari's administration, I mean, the Tinubu's administration, would have applied political solution to this. But I don't know what they are afraid of. And I believe that whatever it is goes just beyond the matter of Nnamdi Kanu as a person and his IPOB and all that. So I think it will help a lot in if the president helps to resolve it when Buhari did not, rather wanted to continue to confine that his thoughts in a circle. Well, it let me look at okay. I think I've touched all of that. I talked about community of killer headsmen, not just only community of widows, but also community of orphans and people who are killing men. It is a deliberate policy of extinction. It's genocide. They want that community to end. When you kill men and children, especially male children, rape their women, when people are killing men and killing children, their sons, and then we are raping their women. What they want to do, they are interested in the demography of that place. They want those people because sometimes rapes can result, pregnancy result from rapes, and you see them wanting to have their own children, folks, and all of that. So I don't know, but I can tell you that their intention is well understood, as diabolical as it is, that they want these people is genocidal. We want to remove these people, put our people there because they are taking over the communities. And when these women keep running, they are running without their husbands. Their husbands are dead, their sons are dead, and some of them are pregnant from the rape by the headsmen. And before you know it, I think once again, your guess is as good as mine. Thank you.
All right. We get to the talk lines. Please keep it as brief as you can when you get the opportunity. 0909-771-1009. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Because the man is laying a solid foundation for our future. I myself, I might not benefit, but our kids will definitely benefit. And I give it to students. This student loan has really removed a lot of burden from thousands of parents. A lot of our parents now are patiently waiting for the federal government to pay the school fees of their children at the university and from both federal and state and polytechnics. And the federal government have been consistent in paying school fees of Nigerian institutions, and also advise our people. It's not always all the time we blame federal government. Federal government removes subsidy. Our state governors are getting, they are telling for free, receives nothing less than 2 billion.
Is it at the expense of looking at the federal government? Because
no, I'm not saying you should look at the federal
what
government.
the state government will do is not what the federal government should do. So
The senators are there to make law, to build constructors and all that.
Let me use a case as a primary healthcare center. Healthcare facilities at the local government level, all these PACs, it is the sole responsibility of the local government to manage the affairs of PACs in their various local government. What are they doing about it?
what the federal government should do, we should hold them accountable.
Exactly, and what states should do, we hold them accountable. What local governments
No,
should do, we hold them
you keep
accountable.
you keep talking about foundations, laying solid foundation as a exoneration of
That's just what it does.
2 years of hardship.
That's just
We're
what it
talking
does.
about 2 years, 2 long years.
The country was wrecked by previous administration. Tinubu is not a magician.
And Tinubu wasn't part of the last administration.
No, apart from that, but he's now accepting that the last administration raped the country.
Minister or the governor
Was he not defending Buhari here?
administration.
Okay.
You can't be saying that we have a president, we have ministers who oversee the affairs of Nigeria between 2015 and 2020. Was Tinubu part of the administration?
He was.
No. Enzo, it's
Yes,
very
okay.
interesting that you are now acknowledging
There's
that
someone else on
the
the line.
last administration wrecked Nigeria.
Hello, good morning.
Very interesting.
Yeah,
Good morning.
what are you about?
Go straight to your point, please. Go ahead.
Yeah, my country is this.
What's your name?
My name is Ken.
All right.
Good English.
Go ahead and make your comment, unless you want to make Enzo your comment.
for Nigeria. And they said that we should fight patient. But one or I got another question. Because the minister of the he said there's a lot of people at the mind. The market. So I know the economy. Then I can tell you that we should not go all there. That is why we have monetary and physical policy, which is the policy that government uses to regulate the economy. If anybody cannot just regulate the economy, they are not getting right at all. So know that way. So we want that the economy is not really like that. So don't try it. So if nobody come and tell you the government for 2 years, then you cannot do it, or you are always all that, it is not possible. It should be done.
Someone says if you take 10 years to rehearse madness, when are you now going to be mad? If it takes 2 years to lay a foundation for a 4-year term, then when are you going to do what you came to do as president? Hello, good morning.
Very good morning.
Good morning. Go straight to your point.
Okay, that is the point of the law, because only from the local government, where are we going from here? Every day we will not hear news without hearing that people are being killed, slaughtered here and there. It's what is planning. Let our leaders do something to stop this problem again. Some of them have arrested and been prosecuted in talking of jailing them. Who is going to get nation? Does it mean that these people that broke the law
Need to lay foundation to begin to attack those who are attacking the country? Keep the calls coming. 0909-771-1009. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Morning.
I'm Reverend Libya.
Go ahead.
Okay, my problem is these people who are advocating, commending the president, do not go to market. We should try and go to public hospitals and see what people spend on medication. Because if the ground...
Move away from your radio, please. There's a noise coming in.
If the foundation was laid, people will not suffering as they are suffering. Let me say something about Peter Mweboni. Peter Mweboni moved the motion that the people living around the airport should be relocated section to the public of the country. That's only what we can go to Senate and advocate. Some of them don't know what people are passing through. If you replace them, where are they going to live? Who is going to give them money to rebuild their houses? We are suffering. We are suffering. God bless you.
You're welcome. Somebody must have told him to raise that motion. For how long he's been there, nobody has had anything else he said than Natasha and the relocation of indigents. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. This is I'm calling from one.
You're welcome. Go ahead.
First of all, let me thank the family like it is for them to be able to speak up. But however, like I said, I keep on looking so much on cases and things and the best candidate. I know why. I know it. Thank you for workshop for being able to clear Nigeria. It means that you hardly have possible. And I tell you that the policy we are taking today is because of the right? Because when you go close to do, you must possess every need you ask for. As far as government is concerned, you say the government is very big amount of money that everything should be viable by now. If the president gives governors all the necessary money for them to go to their various states and develop their states. As a guy, I have to lump some put the data and the what any state is doing. Like the money cost. Nobody has ever gone to make this doctor because I am successful.
You are only not successful in trying to see a solution of what has happened to you. Natasha has not told us who she have agreed to sleep with. And we have discussed.
Tell you that? Is she supposed to tell you that?
That is exactly what I think. That no man could to tell me that I am successful. What you are living of being successful.
And but what you're asking for is not the issue. It's not the issue.
What was the issue that everybody Natasha would say?
Sometimes you should keep your sentiment. The fact is that she has accused a man, unless you're saying she does not have right to accuse a man. When they get to court, she can produce her evidence.
She has the right to accuse the man. What I'm saying is that a man hold your hand and say, I love you, I want you to come. Is that a problem?
You don't have the facts. Wait for them to go to court. When she gets to court, she will provide her evidence.
I'm so fortunate I don't understand. This topic is too much to me. Thank you, friend. Thank you, and God bless you.
Okay. What you say is disturbing you. There are things you say, you start sounding like you're supporting, sexually based infringements. Hello?
Good morning, Lucy.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Aga.
Yes, thank you. Happy.
You're welcome.
This permits me to join my voice, not of the Labour Congress chairman. For 2 years, they have all been living from Akimau. Those meet the federal workers.
Answer.
And you will continue to be so. So it is only those who don't know him very well that join issues with him. Don't know how somebody will be in this kind of condition and he's asking you to take patience. He's asking you to take patience when he asks you to take patience during the Buhari's government. And everybody knew that Buhari's government was a complete failure. He himself knew it today. And he's still asking people to take patience. Let me join my voice with that of the Labour president. In asking that, yes, Nigerians are going they are sitting down every day. Every single servant you see is losing weight. Every single servant you see is stopping to use car and is now walking. Every single servant you see is doing one thing or the other because there is nothing that is happening to make him up. And everybody is doing it. We are going down. We have not been paid. Salary has not been given. Soon as we speak, they say we are moving from artists to duties. Up till now, we have not been paid. Salary is coming. You just mentioned the price of RAM. So civil servants cannot buy RAM. It is a very unfortunate something. Thank you very much for your opportunity.
Yeah. You know, there are so many things that don't need foundation. Let's even assume that he's laying a solid foundation and it's going to take 2 years. What a foundation. And then, do we need foundation for us to protect the people? Do we need foundation for us to pay salaries? Do you need foundation for the welfare to improve? Hello, good morning.
Hello, Lucy.
Good morning.
I killed the wife, a pregnant woman. What is wrong with our men? What is wrong with men of nowadays? Is it because of this hardship? Did that man not hear about the man that is going to be hung very soon, that killed the wife? I wonder what a pregnant woman must have done to him that made him to kill him. Beat, until he saw that woman slug with her pregnancy. It's really pathetic. I'm sorry. I'm very, very sorry. And to any other man that will have to do that kind of thing, may God help you. I'm Mr. Madoka. I come from Apito.
You're welcome, Mr. Madoka. Hello, good morning.
Okay, allow me to have my opinion now.
Go ahead.
I catch it to 2 minutes. My name is Enzo.
You did 2 minutes. You did two. Go ahead.
I'm supporting the president. Don't have the right to support.
You supported the last one. Now you are agreeing the last one was.
It is my right.
Yes.
It is my right. You can't take that away from me. I don't. You can't take that away.
I am also glad you are acknowledging your opinions as it progresses.
Come again.
I said I'm glad you are acknowledging your opinions as it progresses. The last one was good. Now you say Tinubu inherited problems, and so he's laying a solid foundation.
At least you allocated 2 minutes for each scholar. Let me consume my 2 minutes by airing opinion and give Nigerians reason why they should support Tinubu, who is laying a solid foundation for you and I.
Go ahead.
I'm giving you instances.
Go ahead.
The man has invested heavily in education. Our Nigerians cannot go to school without paying school fees.
I'm yet to see anyone who benefited. I'm yet to see anyone who benefited.
I will show you there are lots of them. Please encourage your loved one. You have friends who have their loved ones in school. Tell me, I'll send you the link to apply. You get the loan without paying a dime. It is not rocket science. And Tinubu has invested heavily in agriculture. Go and see how farmers are producing. They have a lot of Nigerian rice in Nigeria. Farmers are doing so well. That's why it brings me down to what are the governors doing? They are not getting more than 3 times the money what they used to get prior to the
Leave the governors. Talk about what the president. You are defending the president. Go ahead and defend the president. Leave the governors.
No, I'm also defending the government. Letting you know that you need to hold your governors accountable. What are they doing with the resources they are getting from FARC and IGL? And let us call an mention of lack of good healthcare facilities, and I'm telling you, it is the sole responsibility of the local government to make sure the PSCs are functioning. What are they doing? Do you have access to basic healthcare facilities? It is the state governor that's their response. What are they doing?
We are not blaming the presidency for what the state governors will do. We are that intelligent. We are what we listen. When you criticize the president, we do that based on what the president should do.
Okay, we have just one president and 36. If the governors can be doing what the president is doing, nobody will be doing.
You're doing exactly what the people do. You're doing exactly what they do. Because if you are citing the failure of the governors as exoneration for what the president should do or not do, one cannot stand for the other.
The president is not perfect, but I'm trying to let you know the president lives in faraway Abuja. They go nothing less than 1 billion quarterly. What are they doing with it? The president has given the money. Go to your constituency, go and empower your people. There are a lot of skill acquisition programs introduced by the president. Like in Anambra the other day, the president has invested billions to train female engineers. There are a lot of skill acquisition programs ongoing by the federal government. What are the state governors doing? What are they doing? That is the problem. The senators, your House of Members, they receive billions come and develop, come and train people in the constituency. What are they doing? Are they doing that?
You're doing.
You don't see them and say, Tinubu. Your senators are receiving billions. Your House of Members are receiving billions and they're not doing anything.
Your job.
Tinubu succeed. May Dr. Peter Mbah succeed because I know the governor of Enugu State is doing well. The governor of Anambra State is doing well. So
if the governor of Anambra, if the
you blame for the inability to pay salary, is it Tinubu you blame?
Okay.
It is not Tinubu you blame. Good morning.
If the governor of Anambra is doing well, and the governor of Enugu is doing well, and the governor of Abia is doing well, so who are you really blaming? If the federal workers have not been paid, do you blame the state governor? I mean, you must be doing a very Herculean task of defending a government that for 2 years, everybody is just crying. From day one, you take off the subsidy. Yes, you're saying the governor, hello?
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. What's the name?
This is coming from the last speaker. I just said his opinion. But I want to ask him some questions. He was the person defending Buhari's government. So I has come back to tell us that Buhari did this or that. And now I have come to Tinubu's own now. I'm not defending I want to ask you, what place of the president from the Senegal, which is your group? So, I'm got your question. I want to ask you. Good man, Washa.
Thank you. All right.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes, this is a
All right. Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Yeah, the issue of politics. The issue that that is happening in Benue State that we have to wait for 2 weeks and when it's done we try, how many people have died? 20 people have of this country totally failed Nigerians to the issue of this SMSC because there seems to be no solution inside. We just wait for the next few after this thing. For how long will this continue?
True. First and foremost, the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria says the primary duty of government is protection of lives, security of lives, and the provision of welfare. In Benue, it has not happened, and we'll continue to talk. The second blame goes, I mean, the first blame goes to the federal government, whether they want to take it or not. People complained that the last president was Fulani, so he couldn't do much. Now we have a southwestern president who also cannot, or who is not facing the issues as it's supposed to be. If the service chiefs are not doing what they are supposed to do, then they should be changed. But I also want to blame Benue people because Benue will boast of enough people in the army and in other security agencies. They have generals. What are they doing? Do they want their the total state wiped out before they do something? My simple thoughts. Solid Sports is getting ready at 8, and I'll be back here at 9, and we'll be talking about midlife crisis. Hey, now, talk, don't go kill us.